Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Gina. Working in my CW planner tonight. Sorry, I gotta get in my chair, on my cushion. Yeah, that's not so easy, but it sure does help. Okay, so I've had a request to kind of go through my book a little bit, so I'm gonna do that first. So this is the cover. I've not done anything with it, and I will. I kind of know what I'm going to do. I just kind of wait till the end. I get my covers dirty when I'm working in them. Please tell me I'm not the only one. This is something that I picked out at the very beginning that I thought I wanted to put either here or on the front cover. I really like it. I really like it. So that'll be part of the front cover. So I've just kind of got it tucked in. First I thought I wanted to put an envelope in here and put all the these things, prompts, but it's kind of late to do that, so I don't know what I'm going to do. I know I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to cover this stuff up, but I don't know what. I'm not too worried about it now. So anyway, here's my first one, my first entry. Am I where you can, I don't know if I can zoom in a little bit. There we go. This opens up and well, it was origami. But I put something in there. I don't remember what. I don't want to open it up. I love this this is from, I don't know what storybook it was. I cannot remember when. I don't know. So then here's number 2. This one's quite different for me, but I liked it. This was from an art magazine. And this one was different too. The little girls here. We had to have a door, and we had to have people, and we had to have a pencil drawing, and can't remember. Something that starts with a J, so I made a little journal. And I can't remember what these are supposed to be. Oh, something sticky. So I have little glue dots in here. Just made a little pocket for them. All the way through this book I have practiced with my collaging, different ways to collage. Oh, chewing gum or cough drop wrapper. So cough drop wrappers back there. This is a prom dress that I've been cutting apart. And bugs. Ugh, bugs. I like this one. But it sure made the book thick. I used some of my favorite Daisy D's papers. I'm sure enjoying this. I'm so glad we're going to get it for 2022. These are some pictures I took when my husband and I went on a drive down a little hollow here that's a nature preserve. I stamped and embossed. We must have had to do something. Oh, there it is. I just tucked that in there and didn't realize what it was. I'll put it out there in case you want to see what it is. Oh, a puzzle piece. A game piece or a puzzle piece. I don't know. Oh, that's a card out of a kid's game, I think. I think that's what that was. I think that's supposed to come out of there, but it does not. This one was something different for me. These buttons here are so thick, they really do it too. Excuse me. Still, yeah, I haven't moved it. This one was fun, I remember. Holding it up, maybe you see it better. Sorry about that. I love this elephant. Had to have a something red, so the elephant's car. I think that was that. Yeah, I didn't want to permanently mark. I wanted to leave that so you could see both sides. This is from like 1962. So I thought, well, yeah, 1962. I thought that was cool to have that real one in there. This one was really different. Really different. 90s catalog. This was a bag, I think. I don't remember. This one was different. I don't know where I was going. I was going somewhere. I was getting us out of the vintage. Well, 90s, it's vintage, but I was getting us out of the grunge. I love this one. I absolutely love this one. I saw that. I don't know if this was in a Richard Scarry book. I think it was, and I loved it. I fell in love with it, and I had to use it. It said illustration, and it said something with fur. I mean, come on. I loved it. Things would be an awful fuss, and an awful fuss if animals went to the gym with us. That was so cute. I just love children's illustrations. I love them. Children's books. This one is different for me. I misunderstood. I do that a lot. I misunderstood something. Something in a color you don't typically use. And I totally skip color. Something you don't typically use is how I read that. I totally skipped the color, and I just did something I don't typically use, and I went to a modern magazine. I totally, like, in a color was not in that sentence in my mind. I didn't read it. So I just did something I don't typically use. Oh, I do that kind of stuff a lot. Oh, I gotta glue these pages together. Because, oh my goodness, look at that. Well, okay. And this one was fun. This was really different. I had to do something that represents spring, so I did the flowers, something ornate. I did these plates. They were very ornate. They were, I don't know how many hundreds of years old. I think they were 1700 something is when they were from. A shoe. Well, I went ornate with my shoe. Something stenciled. I have these bees. Tea bag cover. I didn't have any pretty ones. I got some now, but I didn't then. And then a photo. And this lady, she reminds me so much of my grandma because she's all, you know, she's prim and proper with her fur and her bag. And she's got her bracelet and her earrings and her hat. She's got her nice, you know, shoes that look brand new, and look at her little diamond little bracelet she's got on. I mean, she is dressed up. She's got her hanky. That would be my grandma, which, you know, my grandma was always dressed up like that. And this lady really reminds me, in her red hair. Yep, she reminded me so much of my grandma, so I had to put that in there. I love this one. I liked having the edges here. So then here's this one. Better go faster. This one was crazy. Totally misunderstood this one. Totally. Like, I got this one so wrong. I'm embarrassed to show it. Something using a different alphabet. I thought they meant font. Font. Why didn't they say language? I thought they meant font. I went with a different font. Oh, you all, I got it so wrong. And then I couldn't figure out what the heck heraldry was. Oh, wrong. It's cute. Wrong. Love this one. Just did this one. So you guys just saw that one. And here we are to today. Okay. Sorry, I gotta blow my nose real quick. Got the sniffles. Okay, so we need a measure. I found this cool little blog. I went to Pinterest And I typed in free digital clip art mushroom. And I'll hold this up so you can see it. It's a blog, and she has free digital collage sheets. Now, I hope they're all free. You know, they are copyright free. You know, I hope she's not got stuff on there. But I'm going to use one of these mushrooms. Illustration from a children's book. I went to this book that I have. Pilgrim's Free Thanks for A Pilgrim's First Thanksgiving. And I have this one. I love that. A zigzag. I don't know which one, but I looked and looked for what I wanted. I have somewhere here like these fabric strips, you know, that are meant to go down a 12 by 12 scrapbook page. They're really old, and they're like real thick fabric, and they're thick, like about an inch and a half wide zigzags that are supposed to go down your 12 by 12 page. I can't find them. So I just got out my tray that has all my rickrack, and we're going to use a rickrack. I'm kind of leaning towards hoping that we can get one of my pretty ones on here. You know, one of my ancient. They're not ancient, Gina. They're just old. They're like from the 60s. Why am I saying ancient? Sometimes the words that come out of my mouth, they don't make sense. Oh shoot, I hope oh no, I didn't tear it up. Whew, I forgot that was under there. I need to zoom you out a little bit. Wrong way. Okay. Dried leaf or flower. I put this in my book a few weeks ago because I peeked and knew I needed that. But I only did one. I don't know why. I kept getting leaves and I kept forgetting to put them in the book, and then they'd be all curled up the next morning. And I'm sorry, I'm trying to get glue off my fingers from doing the back. Something loud. I was like, what would be loud? And then in the same book, I saw this, storm. I'm sure that was loud. Very loud. And then a quote. I found this quote, and it says, Thanksgiving is a time to give, a time to love, and a time to reflect on things that matter most in life. And it is from somebody named Danielle Duckery. No clue who she is, but I like the quote. So, got to figure out where all this is going to be. And I'm looking at this and thinking that I would really like this one, but this one's probably the one that's going to fit. So I'm going to tear those out real quick, or cut those out or something. I should have done this ahead of time, but I wanted to show you the sheet so that you could go to this blog if you wanted to. She had quite a few things. She has some chubby ladies that were kind of, I don't know. But other than that, she had some really cool things. I just couldn't quite figure out the chubby ladies. I wasn't sure about them. Nothing against chubby ladies. I'm one of those chubby ladies, but I just wasn't sure about the chubby ladies. She had some cool stuff. She had a lot of things I wanted to print out, but I am over my prints. I have got charges over my prints. You know how you get the extra 10 prints, you know, and then you pay like $1 or something. I think I'm at $4. Well, I had to print my town board stuff, so that made a big difference. I don't know how I'm going to print. I'm going to have to cut that fly up. Not that I'm ever going to use that fly. Kind of a weird spot for that fly. He's gigantic compared to these mushrooms. So how are you all doing? I hope that you are having a good week, and if you're here in the U.S., I hope your Thanksgiving plans are coming along well. My mom, she's a one-woman show when it comes to cooking a meal, and I'm like, Mom, come on, let me help you. She's 80, and I'd like to help her. She's 80, like, you know, going on 70 at the latest. I mean, she's starting to show her age, but man, she's a young 80. But she does get very tired easy. After having that darn virus, it's kind of really zapped her. It's zapped us all, man. I don't know if any of you have had it and have the same experience, but man, it just, whew. And we're almost a year out from it. We had it in December last year. So it's not like we're just getting over it. But boy, it just kind of, I don't know. Anyway, so she's only delegated 2 things to me. Deviled eggs and green bean casserole. Yuck. But my husband requested it, so I get to make it, which I'm glad to make something. I'd make more if she'd let me. We're not doing noodles this year. There's only 5 of us going to be there. Both of my daughters are in the midst of moving. They've both just purchased new homes. Well, my youngest daughter, I was about to say middle daughter, she's the youngest daughter, son's the youngest. They just closed on their house 2 days ago. No, what day did she send me a message? Anyway, they just closed on it. So they're in the middle of, you know, just trying to get the house put together. We moved them last week. I think it was last week. They moved in. There was a whole big deal with their house. It was crazy. People have lived in this. I mean, this house has sold a couple of times. Well, this time somehow it came out that way back, like, their original owners, something wasn't done right. I mean, these people are long, long gone. Something wasn't done right in the sale after that, and like the people, I mean, like they didn't have a will or something, and their heirs didn't sign papers or something, and like their heirs are even gone, and I don't know. Anyway, it had to like go in the paper, and I don't know. And here they were. This was the day that they were to sign papers that this all happened. So anyway, the current owners that were selling them the house let them live in it rent free. That's how they got to move in. It was all crazy, but it had to go in the paper for so many days. So they've been moved in. So they finally got to sign papers on it. Have you ever heard of such a crazy thing? It's crazy. I was thinking about cutting all that out, but boy, you don't have time for all that. So I'll just like take my thing to it. And then our oldest daughter, her and her husband are just waiting on the appraisal. Everything else has everything's been approved. The what do you call it? Oh, where they go in and do the oh, I don't know. The first thing they had to do to make sure everything's good in the house and all that, like safe and all that. That went through. Everything's fine on it. And whatever had to be fixed, the owners fixed and all that good stuff. So that's all good. So they came and did the appraisal. Okay, so I think I want to leave that. I'm going to leave that there. I like that. Okay, but on the other side, storm. I don't know that I need all of that there. I don't know that. Well, this needs to be on this side. Maybe I will, and we'll put things around it. I'm covering it all up again. Because it's got the Mayflower and all that. Alright, but I don't have this inked around. So anyway, They are in the midst of packing all their bags and stuff because they quite possibly could move in this weekend, this coming weekend. They've just about packed everything that they don't need for living. Everybody's got about a week's worth of clothes that aren't packed, except for the baby. She's got a little bit more than that. They're in the bare minimum in their kitchen, just what they need. Now, does that fit? Just about perfect, doesn't it? Wow. So they're not coming up. And then, well, the middle daughter that I told you just bought a house, they're helping with their church's community Thanksgiving dinner. That's what I understand. I don't really talk to her much. She's been so busy. That's what I understand. I understand that from Facebook. She's been really busy. I haven't talked to her. So anyway, it's just going to be 5 of us. So, different holidays this year, but that's okay. That comes and goes, doesn't it? I'm just thankful the kids are all having some good things happen in their lives. Buying a house for the first time. And oops, that wasn't as fitting as well as I thought, is it? Well, I guess I'll be cutting it off on this side. I really misjudged that. Did I do it again? Oh, I didn't even put that on the right page. Oh my, well here, let me cut it. Well, I can't do that, can I? Oh goodness, what have I done here now? What am I going to do? I gotta get that off of there. Leave it to me. It don't matter about that page. That page will be cutting out of there, so I'm not worried about putting that on there like that. Good grief, Gina. Oh, now I went through my ruler on the floor. There so I don't roll over it with my chair and snap it and cheap. I would cry. I won that set of rulers off of a cherry on top. I thought that was pretty cool. It was one of their scrapbook weekend, National Scrapbook Weekend, or yeah, Scrapbook Day, or whatever. I never win any of the, I always do all the challenges. I don't win those, but I won the door prize thing, so well, that was pretty cool. I haven't been getting scrapbooking done. I haven't been getting much done. Things have just been crazy around here. And I spent the weekend with sitting in my recliner with my legs elevated for my knee. It's sure hurting. I have to have an MRI now. I know I'm out of frame. I'm trying to get it back up there. Alright. Now, I think we'll put this on this side, but I need to ink this one out too. So, anyway, we went out to eat tonight. It was not a fabulous experience. We went to one of my favorite restaurants in town. We don't have a lot of restaurants in town anymore. It's an Italian restaurant, and I absolutely love it. They have the best white chicken parm. It is so good. But I was at my parents' house today, and my stepbrother's here for the holidays, and they were talking about places to eat and where they could take my mom out Wednesday night for supper, so she didn't have to cook Wednesday night, because we were talking. Well, it all started because I was like trying to get out of my mom, what can I cook for Thursday? What can I come help you? What can I do? And I'm telling you, one woman show, she does not like help in the kitchen. And that used to be fine, Mom, but making me feel guilty. Anyway, we were talking about what would be open and where can they even go, and I mentioned this place, and my mom said, well, I don't think we've ever taken you there, she said to him. I said, oh, you gotta go, you gotta have their white chicken parm. And she says, yeah, we gotta take you there, don't we? And I said, well, I volunteer to go and go with you. And I was totally joking. Next thing I know, they're making plans and we're going tonight. Well, that didn't go so well, because we sat there and we sat there and we sat there. Finally, he said to the waitress, or the waiter, we had a waiter, not a waitress, can you please check on our order? There are people all around us getting our food and we have not. Finally, he came back and he said, I apologize, but there was a glitch in our system and your order was just sitting in it and not going anywhere. It didn't go to the kitchen. That didn't go over well. I was like, uh-oh. So we sat there and we sat there. We sat there forever. I mean, we sat there forever, and our food did not come. It was so long. It really was, and us kids are all just trying to make light talk and just trying to, try to keep conversation going, but that was not helping. Not helping the situation at all. It really wasn't. That's like, oh my goodness. Okay, if I cut this off right here, that would fit right there really well. I'd like to have it like right down. That, I could put it down here further if I cut it off like, let's see. Where's my bone folder? I'll put the skinny one that I don't like for this job. But anyway, as much as we tried, it was not going well with my stepdad. It's just not going well. Oh boy. No. And, I mean, he was right. I mean, it was getting plumb ridiculous. They were bringing us bread to the table, and it's like, how much bread can we eat? You could only eat so much bread and oil, It was getting out of hand. Finally, they bring us out our food. They brought him this, like, massive lasagna. I guess they thought that would help. I don't know, but we're all like digging in, and he kind of pipes up and he says, "Is your food warm?" My mom had white lasagna, and she says, "Nope, my food is not warm." He said, "My food is kind of the temperature I would expect it to be about the time I am done eating." And I said, "My food is only warmish. It's kind of chillyish." It was. It was chillyish. I mean, it had good flavor and everything, but it was cold. It was very chilly. Things did not go well at all. And I'm really sad because I love this restaurant. And so I know that this restaurant is not on our list of go-to. We will not be going to this restaurant in the near future. And in our little town, there's just not, I mean, that's 2 restaurants off the list in 1 week. That's scary. Of course, we just really don't go out to eat often, but we do go out to eat with my parents ever so often. And so, you know, where are we going to go? Now, would that look silly? Oh, I gotta get you where you belong. Okay. My poor little leaf is starting to like, would that look silly up there? I mean, because I can only put so much over here. And up here it's not going to work. Down here it's not going to work. So I'm thinking it's going to go right there. And it is. So anyway, I don't know what happened, but I do know that our waiter, who was being a very good waiter, and apparently has not ever, he was being very good, but he apparently has not been trained on how you handle someone who is getting angry, with very good reason. I mean, this was not someone who was getting angry for absolutely no reason. He was not being abusive. He was just saying, "I want you to handle this. I want you to find out what is going on with my order, and I would like to be a priority right now. Please find out why my order is not coming." And we had a large order, you know, and I would like you to find this out. Well, he kind of ghosted us after that. You know, he was not, and then he was not coming. Before that, he was coming to our table often. "Do you have everything you need? You need any refills?" He was refilling coffee. He was just being just as good as could be. And after that, it was like he was scared of us. And so they need to train him better so that he knows how you come back from that and what you do about that, because they need to train him on that, because he lost out on a really good tip, I'm sure. I don't know if he did or not, but I pretty well guess he did. I'm sure he got one, but I'm sure he didn't get what he would have got. And that's sad, but you know, you gotta learn, they gotta train him. Somebody needs to train him. That's part of their job. They need to be doing that stuff, because he's gonna eventually come across people who are angry, and they are not that kind of angry where they're gonna be kind, but they want something done. You know what I mean? Trust me, I've done some waitressing in my life. I've done food work. And not everybody is like that. Like, come on, find out about my food. They're throwing things at you. I've had French fries thrown in my face. I've had all kinds of stuff done. I had one lady cuss me out because she got an extra nugget in her food, and what in the was she going to do with that extra nugget? I'm not making that up. know I don't have the zigzag. The zigzag's going to go down here. So I hope they train him about that, you know, because you gotta know those things. Put that over there. I wonder if I need to put that. I think I will. But anyway, it just was not a good experience. And our other one, I think I talked about this in my video, but it was probably out of order, so it probably doesn't seem like it was just... It was Friday night after I got home from all my running around and the doctor and everything, and my knee was just killing me, which it's still killing me. Gotta have that MRI, like I said. Just a second. And my husband called and he said, honey, why don't I just go get us a sub sandwich? I said, sounds great to me. So he goes, it was awful. The size of my sub sandwich literally was about that big around. I don't know what they did to the bread. And she put like 6 olives on my sandwich. The only toppings I get is olives and pickles. And she put like 6 of them on there. So that's all I can have. And 3 pickles. And it was disgusting. I don't know what they did to that bread, but it was disgusting. It tasted rotten. It tasted like, I don't know, and it was very, very nearly burnt. And he said, well, there was 3 trays of bread sitting on the counter, burnt to a crisp black burn. So he said, I don't know what was going on in there. So, yeah, I don't know what the deal was. I think I like that right there. Now, do I need... No, I don't think I need another one. Okay, what am I missing? I've got the mushroom. I've got the illustration. I don't have the zigzag. I've got the dry leaf. I've got something loud, and I've got the quote. So now, zigzag time. I don't want to get that mushroom mixed up in all this and lose it. I like that mushroom. Okay, so can you see it? Yes, you can. Can't use the yellow because it would just blend in. I could use the green. Oh, I've got this pretty blue too. I don't have very much of it. I should have done this before I put that mushroom down. Got that. I think that is very, very pretty. It ties that blue in over there, so I like that. Maybe if I put 2 of those and then put something in between. I love these purplish colors. Let me see. I have... That's my chair you keep hearing going squeak, squeak, squeak. I've got this one. Oh, if I can get this pin out. Oh, gracious, that pin did not want to come out. Got this one. Now what I would do is try to stack them like that if I can. I don't know if I can. Or can I get them weaved in and out? But if I weave them, they're not going to take as much room as I want them to. See if I weave them, they're not going to, but that'd look pretty, wouldn't it? Okay, let's see here. Let's cut them right here. Alright, let's see if I can do that real quick. I don't know why I'm having trouble with it. I'm having trouble getting the getting it down how to start it here. I've done it before, but I'm having trouble, like, which way does it go? Do you actually... Okay, come on, Gina, figure this out. Quit taking so much time. There, now I got it. I got it now. Okay. Sorry, I don't know why I was having so much trouble. Okay, sorry, I'm getting quiet here. Total quiet. You could probably hear crickets, couldn't you? Getting it down here. These two colors are really pretty together, and I love the gold in there too. Oh, that's pretty. Yep, that's what I'm going to do, except for somewhere in here I think I did something. Look at it. It's like, I think I did something right there. Or maybe, I don't know. Well, we're just going to glue it down. Okay, but I need to, I guess, cut this off right here. Yeah, but I better be ready to glue it down, huh? Okay, let's put some glue. I'm going to go right across the middle. So I'm going to put some glue all the way across the middle. I'm going to follow this line. That's handy that I put graph paper there. Just going to start it. Oops, nope, that way. This stuff wants to twist. I guess this is still a zigzag. I didn't think of that, but it is kind of zigzaggy. I kind of changed up the zigzag part a bit. But it's still zigzaggy. It's zigzagging, right? I kind of messed that up a little bit. Oops. I need to pick that up and put a dab of glue right there. A daub. What's a daub? A dab. Telling you, I make up words anymore. I better do that on the other end too when I cut that off right there. Get this glued down real good underneath here. I really like those colors mixed together. And now that I've got it on there, it's not really the same color as her dress, but I do like it. Good thing, because it's on there. Oops, I don't think that's glued very well there. Okay, that's pretty. I like it. Okay. And I like that it brings the blues over, like the blues from the water. And I like that I have my pretty older rickrack. Not ancient, older. Older rickrack in my book. Okay, let's glue this down, and then I think we're done. Oh, I gotta glue that one down. Glad I printed that. I was trying to decide what size to print that. I'm glad I printed that small. Because it wouldn't be fitting on here. And then I just used my postage stamp die to mat around it. I thought that would be pretty. Okay, we need a date. And today is 11/22. And let's do it in black. Oh, that's coming up already. The date. The date. Kind of crooked. I think I'll put the date right over here sideways. All right. I bought my book for my journal for next year for the beginning. So I'm going to have a, my haul video will be day after tomorrow for you guys when it'll be tomorrow after the day after this goes up. So anyway, let me hold this up for you. I love that. Thank you for joining me today. You have a blessed day, and I'll be seeing you soon. Bye-bye.